Mike, thank you. It was a horrific crime that left the small town of Mont Vernon in shock a year ago. Today was the second day of jury selection for the man accused of being the mastermind in the home invasion that left a mother dead, her daughter severely injured. While today's process was the same, something was different about the defendant. Christopher joins us live with what happened in court today.
Yes, this morning, Steven Spader stood in front of about 150 people as his lawyers introduced him. Like yesterday, they were all told if chosen, they could not allow fear, bias, or sympathy to influence their verdict. As more than 100 potential jurors stood one by one to speak with Judge Jillian Abramson, accused murderer Steven Spader sat in the courtroom reading his lawyer's copy of the New Hampshire state constitution. Cameras were not allowed in the courtroom to protect jurors' privacy, but Spader's appearance had changed significantly since this video taken on Wednesday. He'd shaved his head, looking much more like the Steven Spader we saw last October when he was charged with the murder of Kimberly Cates. A surprising move, says legal analyst Mark Stevens.
Yesterday he had a full head of hair, and today he looks just like the booking photos after he was arrested. I don't think that was a move. I'm sure his lawyers didn't tell him to do it.
Thursday's second of three jury panels went through the same process as the first. 150 of them filed in and listened to the judge read key questions that could rule out conflict. The questions included whether they were related to any of the 70 witnesses to be called, whether they or their families had been victims of a violent crime or home invasion, or whether hearing that an 11-year-old had been badly injured would affect their ability to remain unbiased. More than 100 people indicated they may in fact have a conflict, but many were still asked to return next week for another round of questions.
The judge may ask them, well, could you still form an unbiased opinion based on the evidence in the case? And if they answer yes, they're likely to be sent back.
And a third and final panel of more than 100 potential jurors will go through the same process tomorrow morning. All next week, lawyers will work to arrive at a final 16 jurors. 4 of them will end up as alternates. Reporting live, Kriya Sakikini, WMUR News 9.
Also tonight, the state is requesting